Today we're checking out Star Trek Deep Space Nine Season 2. Alright, Season 2? Oh. Works is the place to be.
Was smuggling defective isolinear rods to Bajor. Well, I conducted a little investigation of that. Do you know what I discovered?
What? I can't tell if he's mad or not.
The truth. That's right. I arrested the first officer and two of the crew.
That guy in the background's listening.
Sometimes I think there's no pleasing you. I help you crack a notorious smuggling ring. You still insist on treating me like the enemy?
What more do you want?
Then how do you explain my helping you?
That's just it. I can't explain it.
He's more suspicious than I am.
I figured we've been at each other's throats long enough. It's time we called a truce.
Truce?
Oh, yeah. I don't know if I trust him.
You're joking.
Ask the sublite first officer if I'm joking. Now, from now on, you and I are going to be friends.
Yay! I hope that's true.
Why would you say that?
Because you're always up to something.
Facts, though.
I can see this is going to take time.
I want them to be friends. I think he's fond of him. He doesn't know how to warm up to him.
76?
Every once in a while, declare peace. It confuses the hell out of your enemy.
I see. Okay. I feel like he always has an angle.
Hi, Quark. How are your loads?
Tingling.
Do you know of anyone going to Bajor?
Ships go back and forth from there all the time. Why?
Promise someone I'd deliver this for them.
Is it valuable?
You're saying a Cardassian gave you a Bajoran earring?
He asked me to take it to Bajor. Said whoever I showed it to would understand.
Ah, a message.
Someone here who would know what to do with it.
Oh,
Kira?
there is.
Oh, my. Turning on the charm. Now, why do I feel like she just trapped him or something? Yeah, give it to Kira. She'll know what to do. Are we gonna get a theme song here? Some sort of ritual. I hope we learn more about the earrings. I've been told that they're a religious thing, but we've never actually seen anything about them in the show.
You don't entertain much, do you?
Oh, I entertain a lot. I just don't entertain you.
Let me guess.
Everyone's sassy with Quark.
It could be worth it.
You got 5 seconds to tell me what you want.
Aren't you going to offer me a beverage?
5.
He's such a
Where did you get that?
Is it valuable?
I said, where did you get it?
What does it mean?
It's like freighter captain. She got it from a Cardassian.
Where?
On Cardassia 4. That's what she told me anyway.
It's a message. What does it mean? She said, show it to someone and they'll know what to do. Show it to a Bajoran.
Consider it a gift.
They'll know what it means. Okay, now we're getting the theme. I have a cold. I can't really sing it. The Homecoming. I'm wondering if anything from the end of season 1 will come back, like the bombing of the school, all that stuff.
Dad, I
The main thing is you can't be afraid of rejection.
Already asked her out, and she said yes.
All right.
I was thinking of taking her to the Hollow Suites.
Hollow Suites? I don't think so. Because you're too young to take a girl to the Hollow Suite.
Yeah, that's sexy time.
This is your first date.
And I don't want it to be my last.
Commander, I need to speak with you.
Yeah, what's up with this earring?
I'll just have to come up with a few ideas on my own. Really, don't worry about it.
The Hollow Suites is...
Who's worried?
He's proud. Look at him. Aw. He had a proud look.
One Icoberry tort.
Icoberry tort. He's celebrating his son is a man.
I need to borrow a runabout.
For what?
You don't want to know the answer.
I can't
I
loan
do.
you a Starfleet runabout without knowing where you plan on taking it.
Is she going to Cardassia 4?
4 to rescue a Bajoran prisoner of war.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
You're right. I wish you hadn't told me.
This earring was recently smuggled off the planet. Do you see this?
Does she know whose it is?
It's the insignia of Lee Malice.
I have already heard the story. Wasn't he reported killed in action?
His body was never found.
Prisoner. Does she want to go by herself? Only she had a war for a security guy. I guess Odo.
I contacted 3 ministers. Their response was exactly what I expected.
Nothing.
They're unwilling to risk going to war with Cardassia over an earring.
I think he's gonna let her go.
Bajor needs a leader. Someone the people will listen to, someone they can trust.
This guy that she's gonna rescue?
Lee Nullis is that leader.
I know he is.
Wow.
O'Brien to Cisco.
I mean, he might not be alive, but
Do I get the runabout?
I'll have to think it over.
she's gonna go. She's gonna go with or without his permission is the thing.
Do some repair work in the field modulators when I noticed this.
What is it, graffiti?
Who believe in Bajor for the Bajorans. All of the species are inferior and should be expelled from the planet.
And the space station?
They think scrawling a few signs is going to get rid of us. They've got another thing coming.
Right now, they're just trying to show us that we're vulnerable.
I wonder how many there are aboard the station, though.
Section is a low security area.
There are no low security areas on the station.
Commercial break. Wow.
What if I told you that I knew someone who could bring stability, someone who could unite the factions and give us a chance to do our job?
The guy, Kira's guy, if he's alive.
Supposing I do help and she does rescue Lenalis, what do we say to the Cardassians?
The question is, what do they say to us?
About holding Bajorans.
All their Bajoran prisoners.
Exactly. Yeah, I feel like that's fair. Could cause a big incident, though. But can she take a team with her?
Doubt she mentioned it to Quark.
As far as Quark's concerned, she's going to Lamenda Prime to bring back mineral samples.
Ah, wink wink. Yes.
I could modulate the engine's power emissions, reconfigure the deflector shield, install field buffers around the subspace emitter core.
Yeah, do that. The Federation needs cloaking technology. It's crazy they don't have it. Ooh. I like her casuals, or her traveling clothes. O'Brien, too.
Commander. Chief, I was just getting ready to leave.
I just stopped by to...
Seems dangerous.
Chief O'Brien will be accompanying you on your mission.
Yay.
Having a Federation officer along could cause complications for you later.
That's actually probably pretty true.
But Mr. O'Brien here is better, and I want to make sure that I get my runabout back in one piece.
And you want some Federation eyes there, too.
The Cardassians get their hands on us, we'll be the ones suffering.
They have to catch us first.
All right, team up.
I suppose I could use the company. You've got the controls, Chief.
Right.
I didn't realize he was such a good pilot.
One thing we need to clear up between us.
What's that?
She's
This
in
mission
charge.
can end only one of two ways. Either we bring back Lenalis, or we don't come back at all.
But what if he's not really alive? What if it was someone else who sent the earring? Commercial break.
I estimate another 30 minutes.
Hold on. We're being scanned.
By whom?
Must be a navigational control post. It's probably just a routine scan.
Not likely. It's probably Cardassians.
This is Cardassian Navigational Control Post 24. Identify yourself.
This is the Lesepian Transport Martok?
Your subspace field emitters appear to be malfunctioning.
The field buffers must be distorting our power signature.
Is she a good bluffer?
Do you require assistance? We can dispatch a repair ship.
No.
It's getting suspicious.
I agree. Fix it.
Any delay could ruin the entire crop, not to mention the gull's mood.
Understood.
Smooth. She bluffed real good.
We're in synchronous orbit above the Hutet labor camp. I've limited the bioscans to detect only Bajoran life forms.
Yeah, how many?
Is there any way of beaming up more than two at a time?
I'm afraid not. As soon as we beam the first two up, all hell is going to break loose in that camp.
For sure, and they don't know which two they're gonna get.
We're gonna have to land. It's our only chance of getting them all out of there.
I'll find us a secluded place to put down.
This is dangerous. Look at, what are those gates? So they have a secret labor camp and they told the Federation that they didn't have any Bajoran prisoners. How is this not an incident? How are the Cardassians not the big baddies? Are they a lot more powerful than the Federation? They're more powerful than the Bajorans.
How do I look?
I doubt there's a Cardassian
Pissed.
alive who could resist you.
I hope you're right.
So do I.
Just gonna walk up to the gate?
What's this all about? I'm not quite sure.
Is one of them our guy?
She needs disciplining.
From a boy like you? I don't think you're capable of it.
She's laying it on thick.
I want to examine what I'm paying for.
No sample of the merchandise until the sale's complete, okay?
Come here.
She's probably just gonna knee him in the balls. Do Cardassians have balls?
Now, show me why you're worth 2 strips of gold-pressed latinum.
Balls, balls. Open the gate. Raised him. Kiss, kiss, kiss. But can the two of them really take everybody? I suppose surprise is their biggest asset.
Gentlemen, I suggest you keep this discussion for later, okay?
Agreed. Could they beam themselves onto the runabout, not like from the ground? I don't think so. Let's go, let's go. Wow, this is actiony. Fire in the phaser. Face!
Just get him back safely. That's all that counts.
You have my word.
All right, go.
Come on. Come on.
I hope he's worth it. These guys are brave. They did this all just for that guy.
Come on.
So what, they got like 8 of them?
I'm picking up 2 Gala-class warships entering orbit.
Oh, I gotta go.
They should be overhead in 1 minute 45 seconds.
Kai, you guys gotta go.
1 minute 30 seconds. If we don't leave now, Major, we never will.
Gotta. I hope this was the right thing to do.
Doctor, these people are prisoners for 10 years. They need medical attention. They'll get it.
10 years.
We've got a patient who needs emergency treatment. Beam us to the infirmary.
Stand by.
Oh, cool. They don't even have to walk. Now that's a good use of beaming.
I need to talk to you.
Ah, Major. I'm glad you could join.
Just on the phone with them.
I'll just wait outside.
Hold on, Major. Something I want you to hear.
How's he gonna handle it?
The Cardassian High Command issued a formal apology to the people of Bajor.
And did they let the other 4 go?
We had no idea that Bajoran prisoners still being held on Cardassia 4.
Bull. I don't believe it.
The camp prefect will be chastised accordingly.
What about the prisoners that were left behind?
Exactly.
Unfortunate situation will prove once and for all that Cardassia is no longer your enemy.
I don't know. I don't trust them.
The success of your mission, Major.
Yeah, good job. He's pleased.
I think that you'll find that others enjoy talking about those days far more than I do.
I understand completely.
I don't. I'm getting a weird vibe from him. He seems very reluctant. Suppose he's been prisoner for 10 years.
Actually, I'm a bit tired. I'd like to see my quarters.
Of course.
He's very uncomfortable. I mean, I guess that makes sense. He's been a prisoner, now he's just here and everyone's like ready to worship.
What you did today, Major, was declare war on Cardassia. Thankfully, they declined the invitation.
They just had prisoners there.
I don't think they're going to leave until you say a few words.
I agree, if that's what it takes.
I'm interested to hear what he's going to say.
It really is you, isn't it? Would you mind if I address the crowd? You go right ahead.
Yeah, he doesn't want the spotlight.
What it was like the day Lee Nallis returned to Bajor.
He doesn't want it.
I hope you'll find these quarters satisfactory.
They look nice. Look at that view.
Enjoy it while you can. Judging from the crowd on the promenade, a moment may be all you get.
Yeah, that's true. I really don't think he's gonna flourish in this role.
This morning I was a slave. Tonight, I am a hero.
It must seem a little overwhelming.
Yeah, for sure.
On the runabout, she told me that my return would bring stability to Bajor.
I see. Nobody really explained it to him.
But before you go off saving Bajor, I suppose you could use a good night's sleep.
Yeah, how about he takes a little time? I feel really bad for him. That expectation.
Payday is supposed to be a time of joy.
I know, brother, but every week it's the same thing.
1 for you, 6 for me.
1 for you and 7 for me.
There we go.
And where are you going?
To bed, to dream of an equal share of profits.
Dream on.
It's called Quarks.
And 7 for me. What is it now?
I wonder how rich they are. Whoa! Look at these creepy faces. Are they gonna burn him? Are they just branding him right now? Frick off. Is it the rebels? I've already forgot their name. Something with an O.
Clock. Hold still.
Oh my god. Oh yeah, they have space medicine. That sucks though.
So you don't hold still.
Did you recognize any of your assailants?
No, they had creepy face masks.
Who was responsible for this?
An extremist group from Bajor who call themselves the Circle.
The Circle, yes.
Government better get organized, because I intend to sue them for financial compensation.
Not now, Quark.
We need someone to speak out against these reactionaries, someone the people will listen to.
He's not gonna like side with them, right? This is clearly not good.
How do I look?
As
Beautiful.
handsome as ever.
Really?
Calm your lobes now.
She couldn't make it. She said her
People be
father
busy.
wouldn't let her go out with me because I'm not a Bajoran.
I'm sorry you've become a victim of them. You don't deserve it. Nobody does.
He's a good kid. That sucks.
When we discovered a Bajoran citizen trying to stow away on our ship,
Who?
I was hoping you would know
Is it
what
Lee?
to do with him.
It's Lee. Yep. He doesn't want to be a leader.
Nanot isn't scheduled to return from the Gamma Quadrant for 2 years.
Actually, I planned on staying considerably longer.
I don't follow.
Just wants to be free.
During the occupation, I was a member of a minor resistance cell. The name is unimportant.
It's not the Circle, right?
One of them recognized him as Gul Zurael, responsible for the massacre of half a dozen Bajoran villages.
They just thought he was a hero.
Brilliance, my daring, my courage grew more and more unbelievable, yet the people insisted on believing them.
Sometimes they need to believe in something, though.
And I had done nothing but shoot an unarmed Cardassian in his underwear.
Doesn't think he's a hero.
They still need you.
But I am not the man that they think I am.
But they need that myth. They need to believe in it.
But Bajor doesn't need a man. He needs a symbol.
Yeah.
And that's what you are. No one's asking you to lead troops into battle.
Just to be there.
From the crowd on the promenade, they look at you and they see strength and honor. And legends are as powerful as any truth. Bajor still needs that legend. It needs you.
Yeah, I agree. He just feels like a fraud, but he can still be the symbol.
Navark. There's never been one before. They felt any existing title was inadequate, so they created a new one for me.
Navark.
I wish I could have stayed longer.
Why? What stopped you?
The Navark needed to return here. He's been made the Bajoran liaison officer to Deep Space Nine.
What about Kira?
Major Kira is no longer assigned to this post.
What?
She's been recalled to Bajor.
Does she know that? I don't think she knew that. To be continued. Well, I mean, I guess, I don't know what the deal is with the show. The rest of the show, she could just be on Bajor and we'll flash over to her over there. I don't know. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. Okay, that was season 2, episode 1, and I forgot while watching it that this was like the season opener, and it's crazy that it ended on a cliffhanger. I really didn't see that coming. Not very often do you start a season with a 2-part cliffhanger, so that's really cool. I thought they did a lot in this episode though, and really set up a lot of stuff that I'm sure we're gonna deal with, obviously. I don't feel in my gut like Kira is going to be off of DS9, but you never know. You never know. It could be her on Bajor now, and they've got the new Lee guy on DS9, and we flash back down to Bajor sometimes to see what Kira's up to. I don't know. We will see, but it's an interesting cliffhanger and really caught me off guard there. This one almost felt like a movie, actually, because there was, quite a few moving pieces in there. The whole rescue thing, I thought the action was really good at the beginning, middle of the episode there, the whole rescue thing, and then the second part dealing with the Lee guy who didn't want to be a hero. He did not relish his new role as a leader and everybody looking up to him. You can obviously tell that he doesn't feel comfortable in the role, and I was very curious why. I mean, it could have just been he's been a prisoner for 10 years and just like psychologically he's just not there, but I had thought that all of the legend stuff about him in the past was true, but like he said, it was all just like exaggerated and he didn't feel like he could fulfill, the expectations. But I think what Cisco said is probably true, and legends are important and people need those kind of symbols to look up to. So if he could just be that, it might help with all the political stuff going on Bajor that is not great, and it's very unstable. And also we introduced the Circle group of rebels there. I feel like that's going to be a huge deal on this show, and it's kind of bringing up the idea of xenophobia and all of that. We also bookended it with Jake's date. He was so excited about it in the beginning. It was very cute to see him and Cisco. I love those scenes. They're so sweet together. I think they're such a good father-son duo. I just love seeing them together. But then at the end, he got stood up because he wasn't a Bajoran, and it's just like a racism thing. And so I thought that kind of mirrored problems that we're going to see going forward. It's going to get worse. It's going to get worse, I think. The Circle now we're seeing it's getting more extreme, which I think has not all to do, but I feel like it's been exaggerated now since the end of last season with the bombing and all of that stuff. I feel like things are really starting to heat up, and I'm sure that we're going to see more of this in season 2 and maybe beyond that. But yeah, I thought this was a really good opener, really good season opener. I'm very excited to see season 2. Let me know if, did they increase the budget in season 2, or, did a lot of things change from season 1 to season 2? This one felt a little maybe higher in production value, although the sets are all the same, really. Not the outdoor one, but the DS9 sets seemed about the same. But yeah, I'm curious to know if anything really changed between, but very curious to get to the part 2 of this episode. We will do that one next week. Right now I'm going to check out a TNG, so head over there for that one if you're watching along with us. And yeah, next week we're going to check out part 2 of this. I'm very excited. So stay tuned for that next week. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I had a great time. I hope you had a great time too. And I will see you next time. Bye, guys.